from Love Buddha Tarot. Quite a while since this, so I'm just waiting for some people to come on, and then I will start the reading. Ooh, I'm in a new space, so everything is different, and this is my first live that I've done. So, yeah, bear with me. So, yeah, people are starting to come in there. Can you let me know in the comments if you can hear me okay, if the signal's okay? Yeah, people are coming in. I'm seeing the likes there, but nobody's actually talking. Come on. I've been away for a long time. It would be nice to see people. April, hi, April. You saved my and Jess. Hi, how is everybody? And Happy New Year as well. This is the first time I have been on this year. So, and Adriana as well. Good morning. It's afternoon where I am now. I'm back in England for a bit, which is quite interesting. I didn't think I would be here this long, but something is telling me I have to stay here for a while. So I have myself a little place. I even made a commitment and got a car. So yeah, I'm going to be here for a couple of months, I feel. So, so today, obviously, I'm going to do what I normally do. I'm going to come on with the messages that have been coming through. Now, today, I was talking to a friend and had an insane download. If that is meant to be shared, then I will share that as well. So I'll go in with the energies of this moon. I will do the readings for the signs as well, and see how this moon is going to affect you personally. Please remember to look at your sun, moon, and rising signs. These readings will be for them, or watch 3 of them. Then that will give you more of an idea of what is going on for you as well. Um, so somebody just called me Danielle. It's like, no, Danielle's my friend, not me. Um, Also, as well, I know before I went off, like I say, I've had a couple of months off. I will go into that in a second just to keep everybody updated. But people were mentioning about me doing memberships. And just to let you know, I have set up a Patreon. It's patreon.com/Tanya Love Buddha. If somebody could put that in the comments, it is underneath this video once this video goes out as well. But I'm going to be doing a lot more content on there than what I am on just YouTube. So if anybody does want to subscribe, hang out there. I'll be doing live question and answers. I'll be available as well. So yeah. So right, that's all the business stuff over. I have been working with my clients on the Alchemy of the Soul program, which is literally insane. The breakthroughs with that are amazing. So I will be running that again as we get into mid-year, end of the year. So if you are interested, then please let me know. So right, okay, that's it. All of the boring stuff. Yeah, so I know a few people have been messaging and just asking where I've been, what's been going on. I got to the UK. Things were a little bit abrupt. I got to the UK, and then just before Christmas, I got very sick. I was rushed into hospital twice with in life-threatening circumstances. They said it was, and I've basically just had to take the time to heal, completely heal. I'm great. I'm up. I actually feel better than I've ever felt. Went deep, deep into my shadows. A lot of stuff came up. Like I say, a couple of times they said they thought that I might die, and I do feel that I did in a way. But I'm still here, feeling better than ever. So much more clarity, and everything is just slotting into place like that. So yeah, just to let you know, that's why I've been away. I haven't just been enjoying myself, I've been healing. So I don't want to say that I've been sick, I've been healing. So that's it. So how is everybody else? Please let me know, and then I will go into the readings, because what I have entitled this video today is We Are the Weirdos, Mister. So we are going into Aquarius moon today, tomorrow, depending on where you are in the world. Now, this is going to be a big one. I didn't realize, I knew it was going to be big, but I didn't realize how big until some of the stuff that they kind of like threw at me today. So, it's like I say, we are the weirdos, mister. This is about us actually totally stepping into our uniqueness, like who we exactly are as people. It's no more hiding, it's no more trying to fit in, it's no more wearing that mask. It's like, you know what, this is me, and I am proud of it, because if we're not accepting us for who we truly are, then we cannot expect anybody else to, or we can't claim our rightful place within the world, they're saying there. So what this is saying here is that we're ready to like kind of emerge forth, okay, and our uniqueness, our weirdness. We're going to bring this into the collective. Now, what this will do is help the collective vision as well, because things have changed. And like I say, last time I spoke to you, they were changing. I don't know how many of you are feeling these shifts as the nodes have changed, and we're now in Taurus and Scorpio, very, very different to the last 2 years. But what Aquarius wants us to do is see the bigger picture. We are in the age of Aquarius. This is where the age of change is coming. This is where the life we knew is no longer going to be there, for the better. Okay, this is where we're breaking out of the old doctrines and the old kind of systems and the beliefs that limited us, that were put on us from society. They're all changing. I will go into something that they said earlier, but I'll go into what I've got my notes wrote on first, and then I will go into that. So, what is happening within the age of Aquarius is we're moving into a, rather than me, it's we. Now, it's quite interesting this, because in order for us to be able to be a we and help the collective, we first have to focus on the me. So within the Piscean age, which we're out of now, it was very about where can I take? It was about power. It was about control. It was about greed. It was about money. It was about all of these things. Now, when I'm saying to focus on the me, I'm not meaning that. It's I'm focusing on what have I got to give, rather than over giving. What have I got to give? Who am I? Am I being authentic? Not how much money have I got? How rich is my life? And this is where we're starting to step into the alignment of who we truly are. So we have been for quite some time, it seems like a lifetime, to be honest. We've been healing, we've been shedding, we've been letting go of the past. Those that are still clinging on to it will be struggling, because it's this need to surrender, which is massive here. This is huge. Surrender to the self, surrender to the love of self, and surrender to the acceptance of this is who we are, and not trying to change that. Only when we do that can this new us emerge. It's almost like coming out, and I mean that with no disrespect to anybody, but it's like all of these stuff we've kept hidden, and we've hidden from people and stuff like that. We've got to let it out. I was out with some friends yesterday, and one of them was like, you are absolutely off the wall, you're nuts, you're like insane. And I was like, no, I'm not. I'm just not being who I used to think you wanted me to be, And it was joking, it was funny, I was laughing, and they were like, where does your head go? And it's, that is who I am. And for many years, I tried to hide it, because it was like, oh God, am I too much? Am I too deep? Am I this? Am I that? And it's like, no, I'm me. The people that know me actually love me for that. They don't see them as flaws, they see them as qualities, and these are people of my tribe. So this is what we're being asked to do at this moment in time. It's about empowering ourselves. And if we are not stepping into our power, then we can never be empowered. We cannot wait for somebody else to empower us. That isn't how it works. They're saying to me now, it's like the empower is like me, coming into it. So we've got to make that switch and empower ourselves rather than seeing it as another. That's like a mirror image of ourselves, isn't it? That's what they're showing me there. So this is about the freedom. It's about liberation. It's almost like a revolution. And I do feel that is coming as well. But we must liberate our mind first. We must liberate ourselves from the self in order for them to be liberated. And this is asking us to dance to the beat of our own drum, to be unique, to be original. This is it. There's only one of us. And my coach always says to me, I mean, I don't believe in God as such. You all know that, and everybody has their own beliefs. But if we believe that God makes everything perfect, if we look at the trees, if we look at a butterfly, if we look at, a baby, if we look at all of this, there is perfection in everything. So why would that same energy, creator, whatever, why would they not make us perfect? So we might not be the perfect image of what we see in the world or what the world tells us that we're meant to be, but we are perfectly imperfect. We're perfect in ourselves, in exactly who we are. We don't have to go changing ourselves, and putting ourselves through stress and pain in order to be accepted. Because when we're doing that, we're actually trading our authenticity. And when we start to trade our authenticity for approval, this is when we get so far away from who we are and our true selves that any approval we are getting is fake. Okay. And I'm sorry, I'm just saying it like as it is there. It is fake. You don't want somebody's approval because you're fitting into a box they're trying to put you in. You want the approval where somebody goes, you know what, they're living their life and they really don't care, but they completely care. And you want to be an inspiration to other people. And if we are not being in our true self, then we cannot inspire. If we're there going, please, please like me, love me, all of this, that is where we're going to run into problems. And that is where we're going to find it hard and make it harder for ourselves. There is a part of ourselves that has been begging for expression for so long. It's there. It's like finally finding a voice and it's saying, I want to be let out and I want to be let out to play. So this moon is asking us to take a walk on the wild side, find our inner wild, and embrace it and enjoy it. So, this is saying that, like, if our life is hard in some way, look at where we may need to make the changes. You know, I mean, so many people now have coaches. I have a coach. I am coaching. If anybody is interested in sessions, or coach yourself. The way to do that is to be honest. Look at where you are giving your power away, where you are dimming your light. What is it that's sabotaging your success? And I'm telling you now, it will be you. And also see this change that you want and make them changes, because the world that you want to inhabit begins with you. And one of the things, this is from Carlos Castaneda, and I was reminded of this yesterday when I was out. I was walking along the path and I just looked down and there was a bit oil, but in the total shape of a heart. And Carlos Castaneda had said, whatever path you're taking, ask yourself the question, does this path have heart? It doesn't matter whether you're getting this amazing job, and oh God, my salary is going to be amazing. If it doesn't have heart, it will be hard. And if you're not in your heart, life is going to be hard. So this is about actually opening our heart, opening our mind, and opening ourselves to possibilities that we have limited ourselves from in the past. Is this making sense? It's sorry, I'm not coming in with a vengeance. It's like a couple of months worth of energy coming here. So this is it. And it's when we're trading our authenticity for approval, when we're looking for somebody else to find something within us that we can't see ourselves. And if we can't see that within ourselves, how the hell are we expected to have somebody else see that? They cannot locate it for us. We are the only ones that can locate it. And then we can go, here, look what I found. Isn't it amazing? And this is quite interesting as well. And this is leading on to the download I got this morning. So I've kind of stepped into the dating game again. Okay. It's been a long, long time. And I finally thought, you know what? This is it. It's like, I want that connection. I want to share that. And it has been very, very interesting. Okay. Like so interesting. Teachers have been coming up all the time, showing me what I want and exactly what I. And I feel, and especially with this Aquarius moon, is that if we are lowering our vibration or going on a different channel, I don't want to say lowering because everybody is at their own pace and everybody is where they are at. But think of it as like a radio station, the old fashioned radio stations where you used to have to tune it in. And if you're not tuned in to the same frequency as that other person that you're trying to connect with, you're going to start missing the point. Okay. And it's never going to fit. It's always going to be off. So if you're changing your frequency to meet somebody else, then you're not going to kind of make the music that you want to hear, if that makes sense. I mean, I hate rave music. I can't do the electronic stuff, the really hardcore electronic. For many, many years, even in the rave scene, I couldn't do it because vibrationally, it actually makes me very, very anxious. Um, so if I was going and trying to sit in a rave all of the time because there was a guy I liked there, I would not be being me because I wouldn't be being comfortable. I wouldn't be who I naturally am. So it's almost like false advertising as well. So there's so many people, and this is what is interesting. It's, oh, I do this and I do that. And, everybody's there wanting this validation. They're wanting to be liked by other people rather than asking the question, is this somebody that I choose to spend my time with or invest my energy in? Is this worth it? Kind of thing. So, being very, very interesting. Does this make sense to anybody? And I also feel that this isn't just to do with, sorry, my foot's gone to sleep. This isn't just to do with dating. This is to do with our friendships, with our, we could be in relationships now where after this 2 year, we've realized that, what, we haven't got anything in common and we're staying in safe rather than being in love. Now, when I speak about in love, I don't mean that I fell in love with somebody, because I always say that when we fall, we stumble, we go lower. What we want to do is we want to rise in love. And you will have heard me say this on many an occasion. But when we stay in safe rather than in love, hold on, I've seen what they're saying to me here. We can never be in love with ourselves if we are staying somewhere where our needs, our desires, and our worth is not met. So what they're saying here is this moon is coming in to show us, okay, if we don't already know it, to show us where in our life are we lacking? Where is it that we actually go, right, okay, I don't want this anymore. This is not supporting the life I want to live. I have this passion and this fire in my belly, and I want to live life in a way that makes me shine and makes me proud. Now, it was interesting. As I said, when I first got back, I was really shifting some heavy, heavy stuff. And I got rushed into hospital one night about 3 o'clock in the morning. They thought I was having a heart attack. I know it was stuff moving from my heart. Okay. I really know it was. I was feeling it in the physical because it was that dark. I mean, it was darker than I've had in 20 odd years, but I knew I had to go through it. I'd been warned it was coming. and there was nothing I could do but go through it. And shit, it was painful, man. It really, even thinking back to it now. But as I lay in the ambulance, I'm rigged up to machines and they're giving me this and they're giving me that and whatever. And the lights are on and they're taking me to hospital and I was alone. And I kind of thought to myself, wow, this is it, Tanya. This could be your last minutes on earth. And then I thought to myself, okay, is there anything that I regret doing or not doing? And in that moment, I'm lying, and the paramedics are there, and they're doing whatever. And in that moment, it was almost like I was showing the Akashic records, do 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 do, do, like that. Everything, my whole life. When they say your life flashes before your eyes, it all went there. I mean, I didn't even have the strength to fight. I was ready. It was like I really did think I was going to die. Not just that night, like before. I'd been saying to my friends, I don't know if I'm meant to stay here. There was no sadness with it, but it was like I've got shit to do. But as I lay on that in that ambulance, being took to hospital, I seen this flash before my eyes, and the answer that I got was no, there's nothing I regret doing, and there's nothing I regret not doing. I've done my bucket list. I've ticked it all off.